Today we are in Oceanside, California, and this is one of the most popular cities people ask us about when they're thinking about moving to the San Diego area. So if you're considering a move to Oceanside, there's definitely some questions you're gonna wanna find out the answer to first. Let's find out. Hey there, welcome back, or maybe this is your first time here and you like to know every little thing there is to know about living right here in San Diego. Make sure you give that subscribe button down below a nice little tap. We really appreciate it. My name is Nick, and you guys are reaching out all of the time, and we absolutely love helping you out. So if you're thinking about making a move in or around the San Diego area, shoot us a text, shoot us an email, or just straight up give us a call so we can help you save a ton of time and just help you make a smooth move to likely Oceanside if you're watching this video. Now, the first question you want to ask yourself is, why do people even love Oceanside? Well, first off, people really love the location here. The location is extremely prime, and Oceanside is considered a beach city, so it could take you anywhere from a 2-minute walk to get to the beach all the way up to maybe a 25-minute drive, depending on where you live. You're also gonna see that Orange County is just north of us here in Oceanside. We're actually one of the last towns before you head out of San Diego County, but you have a lot of people that actually live here in Oceanside and commute up to areas like Dana Point, San Clemente, even Irvine, because you get a lot more bang for your buck down here when it comes to affordability with homes. Also, the amount of things to do here is another thing that people absolutely love, because even today, the weather, well, I should say it's mid-November, and it was a little cold in the morning, maybe mid-60s, but now it's gonna be low 70s all day. So you can get out there and do so many activities, whether you wanna go surfing, or maybe you just wanna check out some of the booming restaurants. The downtown nightlife is absolutely a lot of fun, so there's no shortage of things to do. And as a person that's lived here for just about 5 years now, I can easily say that the vibe here is completely different than a lot of the other cities here in San Diego. I feel like it's just a little bit more laid back. It's got a lot more character too than a lot of other cities, I think, on the coast. The next question you want to ask yourself is, how much does it cost? This is a big one, right? Because we all need a place to sleep. So this is mostly going to be home prices with buying, but I want to talk a little bit about rent. So if you're looking for a 1 to 2 bedroom home, you can really expect to pay upwards of about $2,200 a month. And if you're looking for a 3 bedroom plus, that's going to run you easily $3,000 or more. So it's gotten pretty expensive when it does come to rents. Obviously, it depends if you're going to be further inland or if you're going to be closer to the coast. But when it comes to homes, you're mostly going to have just resale homes here. So not a lot of new construction opportunities. Obviously, there is pockets of new construction that pop up every now and then. So if that's something you want, definitely reach out, because we hear about those first. Like I said, mostly resale homes, and the prices here in Oceanside, it's going to run you upwards of, I'd say, about $750,000 and up for a detached home. Now, it's really gonna depend on where you're at. Obviously, the more inland you are, the less expensive the home's gonna be, and the more house you're gonna get. But if you're closer to the coast, it's gonna be a smaller house, and it's gonna be a lot more expensive. When it comes to a townhome or a condo, you can find that price range really starting anywhere from about $500,000, maybe $550,000, and going well up to, the mid-millions, maybe 2 millions if you're getting closer to the coast. So it just depends on really what you're looking for. And one thing I really want you to know is Oceanside is going to be considerably less expensive than any other coastal town here in San Diego County. Especially as you start to get down to Carlsbad, which is just one town south of us, the prices go up nearly double. You can't even find a detached home unless you got about 1.3 million over there. So you even keep going even further south, like Encinitas, Del Mar, forget it. It's gonna get very, very expensive. So if you are on a tighter budget and you wanna be closer to the coast, definitely be looking at Oceanside. Next thing you're probably wondering are, what are your neighborhood options and styles? Well, this is one of my favorite parts about Oceanside, just because you have so many different options and different styles when it comes to the actual curb appeal and style of home. Now, if you want a master planned, more of a tract home community, you're gonna have plenty of options there. Or maybe you like more character and you want an older custom home, you're gonna have so many options even right there, whether you want newer modern home or maybe you want a craftsman style home, Spanish style, Tudor. There's just so many different styles, which is, like I said, one of my favorites. For example, if you're looking for a neighborhood with mature trees, windy roads, maybe the home's on a bigger lot, look in areas like Fire Mountain, Another one to look into would be Henny Hills, Loma Alta. So you have a few different options depending on what your style is. But if you want more of that, maybe more of a family-oriented neighborhood, newer homes, look in areas like Rancho del Oro. You're gonna have Arrowwood, Jeffrey's Ranch, just to name a few. And as much as we love making these videos for you guys, we love helping you with your real estate needs just a little bit more, because that's what we're best at, and we know Oceanside like the back of our hand. So if you guys have any questions, definitely be reaching out. So the next question you're gonna wanna ask yourself is, what is life like here in Oceanside? You already heard me said there is plenty of things to do. Beach life is a high priority here, whether you like surfing or just being close to the coast and hanging out at the beach and checking it out, watching sunsets, all that stuff. And if you are going to live close to the coast, and even if you're a little bit inland, I would highly advise to get an e-bike. I recently got one, and I'm riding that bad boy every single day. And you can head to downtown Oceanside, hop around to cafes, bars, restaurants, and do all that stuff. And it is amazing because you avoid a lot of traffic on that thing. Also, something you're gonna wanna know is Oceanside is rapidly changing. I'd say over the past 10 years, it's been changing, but in the last 3 to 5 years, it's changing crazy. So if you don't like growth and construction and things like that, Oceanside might not be the best fit, but you have some crazy new developments that have been popping up. You definitely, once you start driving around the downtown area, the coastal areas, you're gonna see that there's a lot of commercial buildings being revamped, totally redone, and have this modern look to it. And you got some new smaller businesses that are moving in. Also, you're gonna see a lot of tear down homes where the zoning there is more feasible to have multiple units there. So you're gonna see luxury townhomes and condos be popping up, and just stuff like that. So it's really cool to see that, and it's just changing and adding to a lot of that character. One huge thing that I'm really excited to see coming here is going to be the Front Wave Arena. This is gonna be a sports arena where you're gonna have soccer, and you're also gonna have a ton of music It's gonna be a music venue, so you're gonna have a ton of music concerts that are happening in North County, San Diego. So that's really, really cool to see, very exciting. And if you like farmers markets, definitely check out the one in downtown Oceanside. That's gonna be happening mid-morning to late afternoon. And then once that closes shop, you're gonna see the Sunset Market, which is always, always busy. Great time over there. You got a ton of different food vendors. You're gonna have some tasty treats. You're just gonna have a bunch of stuff, so that one's a lot of fun as well. When it comes to restaurants and dining options, you are gonna have some pretty good options here. And a couple that I wanna note for you guys is going to be Dijamara, which is some really good Balinesian food. Definitely make sure you're making a reservation for this place. Next is going to be Terry Cafe. This is probably one of my favorites here. It's definitely on the cheaper side too, which I like. You're gonna have Brine Box, which is a little bit newer, and that's gonna be at the end of the Oceanside Pier, so that one's pretty cool. You gotta walk out to that one. You're gonna have Anita's, which is some great Mexican food. Definitely get a skinny mark there. Privateer, which is literally right next door. This is gonna have some really good coal-fired pizza. And last but not least, Parlor Donuts if you're looking for a tasty treat. Plenty of shopping opportunities too. You're gonna have shopping plazas all over the place, but you're gonna have a Trader Joe's. You're also going to have a Fraser Farms, which is really similar to a Whole Foods or Sprouts. You're gonna have a couple Sprouts as well, and a Target, which you gotta have a Target in your city. And you're not gonna have a Costco here. You will have a Costco though, that's not too far away either if you wanna head to the east in Vista, or you can head just south to Carlsbad to find that Costco. So what are the residents like? Well, I've noticed lately that a lot of people are actually not even from San Diego. You do have some people that, you know, are born and raised here in Oceanside that have lived here their whole lives, but I'd say a good amount of people are actually not from here. They're from other parts of California, other parts of the country, and you have a lot of people that are just from other parts of the world, which I absolutely love because that adds to a lot of the cultural foods here that we have and all these different options. So that's actually awesome. But let me know down below. Let me know if you live here and where you're from. That definitely helps for me to know. But I would say when it comes to walk of lives here, you have every walk of life, meaning you don't just have a ton of retired people living here with money. It's more of just a big mix. You got retired people, you're gonna have young families, you're gonna have kind of older families, empty nesters, you're gonna have young professionals. You have every mix, which is probably one of the coolest parts about Oceanside. The last question you're gonna wanna ask yourself is it for you? Now, hopefully all those questions that I kind of went over, that helped you figure out, Oceanside's not really for me, or Oceanside's got my name all over it, sign me up. It's really gonna depend on where you're at in your life, and obviously budget has a lot to do with it, and do you kind of like the vibe and the beach life and all that stuff? If you do, if all those things check out, you're probably really gonna like this place. definitely it's going to be a place that you're going to want to drive around, explore some of these neighborhoods and all that stuff. And obviously reach out to us because we know Oceanside like the back of our hand, and we can set you up with a list and just have a talk just to figure out what you like, what you don't like, and just help figure out what's going to be the best for you. So make sure you guys are reaching out. All of our information is down below, and we have a couple videos right here that are pretty similar to this that are going to be really helpful. Thanks for watching.